Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to fold the Epsilon, the Blade Fury, and the Dark Matter. The Epsilon has 4 wings and a retractable landing gear. The Blade Fury has 2 tail fins. This is the normal tail fin, and this is a blade, which I like to call the blade fin. And these 2 other smaller flaps are also blades, which is the reason why I called this plane Blade Fury. And it attacks using blades and knives. And the Dark Matter here has 2 engines and slightly reinforced wings. And yeah, let's begin. To fold the Epsilon, you will need a square sheet of paper. And yeah, so you are going to begin by folding the preliminary fold. White side up. I am using origami paper, which is about 15 pounds. You can also use foil paper and printer paper. Those 2 work fine. The model on the top right corner, or the top left corner, is made from foil paper. So you're just folding a diagonal, folding it in half, and squash folding a flap. Turn it over and squash fold the other flap. Next, you are going to fold this flap over, or into the center. Fold the other flap into the center. Then you are going to unfold, fold this point to the top, but you are only going to make a pinch crease in the middle. Fold this point down to that point, but again only make a pinch crease. Then you are going to fold that point down to that pinch crease. Again, only make a pinch crease. Then you're going to turn the model over and bring that pinch crease to that pinch crease. And again, make another pinch crease. This is going to be a reference point for the wings, which you can fold these layers back and fold the wings out from that second pinch crease. Repeat on the other side. Then you are going to swivel fold these edges down so that this edge lands on that edge, and so that the crease goes from that point to the point of the wing. You can fold the model in half to match them, but first you are going to turn the model over and fold these edges in. And then you can fold the model in half to match the 2 wings together. might be easier to crease it once you open the model up, after you've made sure that these are the same. You can open it up and crease it. Alright, once you've done that, you can fold them in like that. Then you are going to turn the model over, fold the wings out, bringing that tip to that tip, so that the wing will be that big. Repeat on the other side. And if you folded everything accurately, this intersection should align with that pinch crease. Okay, once you've done that, you can unfold and fold this point to the top. Fold, inside of wrist fold the wings. Using the existing creases in and out. Then you are going to sort of fold that flap up and fold those two edges in to the center. You are going to make a line going inside this pocket, going right along that edge. And then you are going to lay the pocket down along the existing crease. And you are going to repeat that on the other side. Basically kind of like a swivel fold. Once you've done that, you can carefully swivel fold this flap down. If you do not do it carefully, these two lines might cause the paper to tear if you crease them sharply. So if you want to have extra caution, you can always just crease those flaps, crease the wings, but do not crease them really sharply. Going to repeat on the other side. Make sure they match up. How you can do this is you can fold them, and then you can see if this intersection is on the same level as the other one, or if the point is on the same level as the other one. If it's not, you can always adjust it. That looks pretty good. Then once you are done with that, you can fold it under. Repeat with the other wing if you haven't done so. And you can also fold this wing in and this other wing in. And to make the landing gear, going to fold this flap so that this point lands on that point of the wing and this edge lands on that edge. Then squash fold this flap. Repeat on the other side. So fold it up and squash fold it. Make sure both flaps are the same. Once you have done that, you can petal fold them. And like that. You can pre-crease it if you need to. And like that. Next, you can fold both of these flaps down and over, like that, and fold these two edges up to that crease. Fold both flaps up, fold those two edges down, open them up, and fold this point up from that point to that point. Then fold it in half. Again, fold it up from those 2 points. Fold it in half. And those are the landing struts almost done. You will finish them at the jet fold, or when you're done with the jet fold. For the jet fold, you are going to pre-crease along these two edges, and you're going to continue the crease till it hits the center. And you can jet fold the model, and then you can fold both wing sets up. Like that. And to finish off the landing gear, you're going to fold a crease from that point to that point. Then you are going to fold this flap up and then fold that flap back down right along the jet fold's edge. So that edge. You can also fold the tail fin up. About like that. A little past that crease, about like 4 or 5 millimeters past it. Once you've done that, you can lock the model by folding these two flaps up all the way to the edge of the jet fold. Then you can unfold them, fold that same edge to the crease you just made. Then you can fold that new edge up into the jet fold to lock the model. You can see. And then you can repeat the same process to the other landing gear. The process that you did for the other landing gear, or the other landing strut. Fold it up and fold it back down along the jet fold's edge, making sure it matches with the other one. And you can fold the wings back down. And then inside of wrist fold the front landing strut about like that. And then you can inside of wrist fold both of the rear landing struts down to match the level of it. You are going to have to fiddle with them to take them out. Like that, just inside of wrist fold it down. Turn the model over. Match the other landing strut. Make sure they both match, or once you set the plane down and they're not level with each other, the plane will turn to one side. So it is best if you make sure they're level. To do that, you can just let them separate themselves. If they don't separate, you can just fold them out. Next, you are going to shape the wings. To shape the wings, you are going to set them at an angle about like that. You can fiddle with it and it might change the flight of the model. Once you've done that, you can continue shaping. And once you've done that, you can set it down, and there it is. The Epsilon. And let's get on with folding the Blade Fury. To fold the Blade Fury, you can use printer paper or foil paper or origami paper, just like the Epsilon, and begin by folding a preliminary fold. In fact, all of these planes use the preliminary fold, so you can get started with the other sheet if you want to. So just fold the diagonal, fold it in half, squash fold both of them. Squash fold the other flap. Next, you're going to fold both of these bottom edges up like that. And then unfold them. Next, you're going to make the references for the wings. So you're going to fold these flaps in, unfold, fold that point to that point, pinch crease the middle, fold the top point down, pinch crease that, fold the top point down to that crease, pinch crease that, turn the model over and bring those pinch creases together, just like that. Refold those edges and fold the wings out. Can experiment with the wing sizes. Doesn't have to be from the references. Like for an example, this one, you can see the wings are a little bit smaller than the model we're making right now. So you can experiment with the wings. Feel free to do that if you want to. Next, you're going to turn the model over, inside reverse fold these edges in, along those pre-existing creases. Repeat. Then you can fold these edges into the center. This is a pre-crease because you are going to need to spread squash both of these sides. It's better to pre-crease, it just makes it easier. Fold it over, repeat that on the other side. You may need to sometimes unfold it and pre-fold that crease before flattening it. Just makes everything easier. Next, you are going to sort of fold this flap up as far as it will go, allowing those flaps to fold out. You can fold them out before you fold out this big flap. Increase that. Now you're going to fold a crease from that point, going straight. That is a pre-crease. You will need to be careful not to tear those bottom points of the wings. You can unfold them for now, because next you are going to sort of fold out that flap, fold in, fold back out. This is one of the hardest folds. Next, you're going to open up that flap. While you're doing this, and sort of just squash fold it down. So once you've opened that up, you can fold that flap back to its original position, making sure not to let this crimp unfold. And then you can just keep on straightening the model, or that flap, so you can keep that flap open so that you can have this pocket straight. Fold this flap back and then flatten it on the center. Again, this is one of the most tricky folds. If you can do this, you can complete the model. So just unfold that, swivel it over along that existing crease, push on this part, crease inside the pocket, and flatten this layer, and then flatten the pocket. Pretty difficult. You can fold back the wings if you want to. Next, you're going to fold this big layer down. You have everything right. It should fold right across those flaps. Next, you're going to fold this over. Fold the other side over. And you're going to squash fold it like so, and like that. Fold it like that. Next, you're going to make a crease from that point of the squash fold all the way to the bottom. And then you're going to fold a crease from that point to that point so that you can flatten this, sort of like a rabbit ear fold. And you can tuck it in there partially. And then you're going to keep it tucked in there and then just fold out, making sure that this edge hits that point. This is another difficult step. And making sure that inside you fold that layer like that. And then you can just continue folding it like that. And you can tuck this flap under. Continue folding this out. It is fine if that edge catches on this edge. To continue folding it out, fold it out basically as large as you can get it without tearing the paper. And again, it's fine if that edge catches on that edge. You can always just fold it out. Once you have done that, you can fold that in half and fold that whole set over the wing. And then you are going to repeat that process on the other wing. You can pre-crease it if you like. Rabbit ear fold it, tuck it inside. keeping it tucked inside. Fold it out. If you want to, you can also fold out the squash fold. So if you want a bigger blade, you can adjust the squash fold. Try and match it up with the other one. So fold it in half. You can also get the squash fold out of the way if you need to. And then fold it much easier that way. Can again flatten the squash fold to wherever you need it. Just make sure that you match up both blades. Once you have done that, you can adjust the squash fold, tuck that flap under, fold it in half and fold it over. Once you are done with that part, you can fold both of these up, fold the wings over, and then you can jet fold the model from that first reference point you made. And you can sort of, if you want to do it this way, you can. Or you can do it how you made the Epsilon. Fold up the blades. And then fold out the blade fin. About like something like this. Just fold it straight up. Do not angle it. And for the tail fin, you will fold it from the point you folded the blade fin up. You will need to fold those layers up, but just fold the main tail fin up like that. For the locking mechanism, same as the Epsilon. Fold it up, back down, fold the rear edge to that crease, fold that new edge up inside, fold it back down. All that's left to do is shape the model. To shape it, just fold the wings down so that they are straight, and then fold these blades so that they are at an angle, just like that. Just make sure these squash folds don't separate. Just keep shaping the model. Once you have it completed, you can set it down, and there it is. The Blade Fury. Hope you enjoyed folding it. And let's continue to the dark matter. Alright, to fold the dark matter, you can use the same materials as the Blade Fury and the Epsilon. And you will begin with a preliminary fold. And then you are going to begin by folding these layers in. Unfold, same pre-creases as before. Fold this layer up, pinch it, fold that down, pinch crease it, fold that down again to that point, pinch crease it, turn over, bring both pinch creases together, make a pinch crease, fold the wings out from that pinch crease. Then you are going to swivel fold the edges of the wings down, just like you did for the top wing set for the Epsilon. Anyways, you are going to just fold these wings to match. You can partially fold it, or you can do it the other way and just see if both layers are on the same level. You are going to have to swivel fold it so that this layer lands on that edge. That. Then you are going to turn the model over, fold these edges in, unfold, reach inside, bring these flaps out like that from that point so that they land on that edge, or their same edge. You are folding them out from the point you creased these flaps. Repeat on the other side. Make sure they match, and then fold them down like that. Then you are going to fold this flap up, but leave a little gap here. just like that. Repeat on the other side. Make sure the gap matches. Can fold it in half to check. And if it doesn't match, you can adjust it to where it matches. Then you are going to unfold outside of wrist fold the tip. Along the existing crease. Then you're going to inside of wrist fold them in and out. And you're going to inside of wrist fold these flaps. Then you are going to fold over both sets of the tail fins. Fold the wing over. Repeat on the other side. Fold the wing over. Unfold. And next you are going to next series of steps are kind of tricky, so beware. You are going to swivel out that tail fin like that. Flatten that. Then you are going to fold this down along that line. Swivel, fold it down. Then you are going to reverse that crease, unfold it, and reverse that crease. And then fold it down, swivel it down. Then you can fold the flap up. And then fold that line to that edge, like that, and then you can flatten it. This will become one of these two engines here. Next, you're going to take this point to that intersection. Tuck it under, fold it over, and then fold it in half, unfold. Make sure each of these creases are a valley fold except that middle one, so that you can tuck it under and then squash fold it easily. And then fold that tail fin over. And then you can unfold that and repeat that process on the other side. So this is basically just a bunch of swivel folds, if you didn't already notice. So if you are familiar with swivel folds, this will be quite easy. Also, try and match up the engines so that they're the same, so that one engine isn't bigger than the other. It will look weird. Fold it in half. Make sure each of those creases was a valley fold. Squash fold it. Fold this tail fin over along that edge. Unfold it, make sure that layer doesn't pop out. Just fold the wings up. And next you are going to jet fold the model by jet folding along that same reference, just like in the Blade Fury. And pre-crease the other side as well. Jet fold the model. Fold the wings and everything else up. Inside of wrist fold the inside flap to form a tail fin. Then you are going to fold those edges up. Like that. Repeat that on the other edge. Fold it up so that it does not interfere with the locking mechanism. Once you've done that, you can fold that edge all the way inside. Turn the model over, fold that edge all the way inside. Once you've done that, fold the wings down and squash fold the engines. Again, make sure the inside flap doesn't pop out. Once you squash folded them, you can fold up these tail fins, shape the model. Once you are done, there it is, the dark matter. I hope you enjoyed folding all of these models, and I will see you next time. Bye!